Whoever told you that when you take time off to rest you are wasting time, lied to you. You ever feel like you're on a treadmill that never stops? That constant grind, that pressure to always be on, to always be productive. Maybe you're sitting there right now, scrolling, your brain replaying everything you did today and everything you didn't. You're dwelling, wishing you had done things differently, and maybe even feeling a little guilty for not working right now. I'm here to tell you something. Whoever told you that you're wasting time when you slowed down didn't quite give you the best idea. We've been sold this idea that success is a non-stop sprint, that every waking moment has to be filled with action, with hustle. But what if that idea is the very thing holding us back? What if the key to going further isn't always stepping on the gas, but knowing when to hit the brakes? Think about it. We're all trying to be like race cars. Full speed ahead, no brakes, no turns. But a race car wouldn't have brakes if all it took to win was the gas pedal. Those brakes are what allow it to slow down for turns, to navigate the track, and to ultimately cross the finish line without crashing. In the same way, rest isn't the opposite of work, it's a crucial part of the process. Most people don't go far, not because they lack talent or drive, but because they can't stay consistent. They eventually burn out. They only prioritize action when rest is just as important. So let's learn to rest. It's a skill, and it's one you can practice and get better at. We're going to break this down into 3 simple parts. First, we'll debunk the hustle fallacy, the myth that more work always equals more progress. Then, we'll talk about the science of sleep and rest. And finally, we'll dive into the art of the unplug, where I'll give you some simple, actionable steps you can start tonight. The hustle fallacy. We're constantly bombarded with messages about working harder, grinding more, and sleeping less. But this hustle culture is built on a flawed premise that our productivity is directly proportional to the hours we put in. It's not. There's a point of diminishing returns. Think of your brain like a muscle. You can't just lift weights all day, every day without rest. You'll injure yourself. You'll stop growing. Your brain is the same. When you push it too hard without a break, its ability to focus, to be creative, and to solve problems plummets. I want you to think about a time you tried to power through a task late at night. You were tired, maybe even a little delirious. You were staring at the same paragraph for 20 minutes, and it just wasn't making sense. Then you went to bed, and the next morning, you solved the problem in 5 minutes. Does that sound familiar? That's not magic. That's your brain doing what it's supposed to do during rest, consolidating information and clearing out the mental clutter. The truth is, working smarter, not harder, requires us to be rested and sharp. It's about maximizing the quality of your work, not just the quantity. Before we continue, we would love to thank those of you who recently subscribed to our channel. We notice that 60% of you who watch and enjoy our content are waiting to subscribe. Please kindly encourage more such real content by subscribing. Thank you as you do so. The science of sleep and rest. Now, let's get a little nerdy for a second. We're not just talking about laying on the couch here. There's a lot going on behind the scenes when you rest. Sleep is the most powerful form of rest. It's when your brain cleans house, literally. During sleep, your brain uses what's called the glymphatic system to wash away waste products and toxins that build up during the day. Think of it as a nightly deep clean. Without this process, your brain gets foggy, you can't think straight, and your memory suffers. Research shows that just one night of poor sleep can significantly impair your cognitive function. But rest isn't just about sleep. It's also about what you do when you're awake but not working. This is where active rest comes in. Mental rest. This is about giving your mind a break from focused, concentrated thought. It could be listening to music, doodling, or just daydreaming. Physical rest. This doesn't mean you have to be sedentary. It could be stretching, light walking, or doing some gentle yoga to ease muscle tension. Emotional rest. This is about taking a break from being the person everyone relies on. Give yourself permission to not be on for a little while. Creative rest. This means allowing yourself to experience things that inspire you. Visit a museum, read a book for fun, or go to a park. These different types of rest aren't luxuries. They're necessities for a well-rounded and high-performing life. They allow your brain and body to heal and regenerate so you can show up as your best self. The art of the unplug. So how do we actually do this? How do we go from knowing we need to rest to actually doing it? It's about building small, consistent habits. It's about practicing the skill of turning your mind off. The most important time to practice this is at night. Your nighttime routine is the perfect practice ground for mastering the art of the unplug. This is where you set the stage for a great day tomorrow. Here's your action plan, what I'm calling the nightly unplug framework. Step 1. The tech blackout. Pick a time, say 30 or 60 minutes before bed, and put your phone away. Turn off the TV. Close the laptop. Blue light from screens tricks your brain into thinking it's still daytime, which messes with your sleep-inducing melatonin. Let your brain know it's time to wind down. Step 2. The mental dump. You know those thoughts that race through your head right when you're trying to fall asleep? The to-do list for tomorrow, the conversation you had today, all the what-ifs? Take 5 minutes to write them all down. Get them out of your head and onto a piece of paper. This is a simple but incredibly powerful way to clear your mind. Step 3. The rest ritual. Find a calming activity you can do every night. It could be reading a physical book, taking a warm shower, listening to a relaxing podcast, or doing some gentle stretches. The key is to find something that you genuinely enjoy that signals to your brain that it's time to slow down. I promise you, if you practice this over the next week, not only are you going to feel a lot better, more refreshed, more sharp for the next day, but the amount of work you'll actually get done and the progress you'll make is going to be crazy. Rest isn't a reward for your hard work. It's a tool that makes your hard work possible. It's the silent engine that powers your consistency and prevents burnout. Learning to rest is learning to go slow so that you can go fast. So, what's one small thing you can do tonight to start your rest journey?